Today's June 1st, 2022. It is day 317 of web development, and today I'm just going to do a simple responsive grid because I need to go to sleep, as always. Isn't that the story of my life? So I'm going to do my body tags. Inside my body tags, I'm going to do a container, give it a class of containers so that I can target it using my CSS. And to see what it looks like, I'll go to my CSS here and do container, target it with a dot, because we target classes with a dot. And I'll give it a border, 5 pixels, black, solid, and I'll also give it a height of 100 VH, so 100 vertical height of the screen. And solid means like the line type, so you could have dotted too, right? But I do solid. Alright, and then I'll go back in here and I'll make a few cards. So I think I'm going to just do 3 cards. So, and they're going to be the same image because girl has to go and do one more thing after this. And yeah, so we're not going to do any IDs today. Just going to leave it as that. And then I'll go here and select the card, and for every card or every item or every element or every div, in this case that has a class of card, we're going to give it a border of 5 pixels, black, solid, and we're also going to give it a height of, let's say, 270 pixels. And then let me save this really quickly and then see it in debug mode. Alright, I'm going to, in order to make it look like a grid, we have to go to the container where the cards are and set the display equal to grid, and then also set how many columns we want. So I want 3 columns, so we can do this by saying 1FR, 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 which will separate the containers to 3 equally spaced columns, or the shorthand is to repeat 3 times 1FR. Same thing. I'm going to give it some space between each card, so we'll do grid gap and do 1 EM. Let me save it and see what it looks like. Alright. I'm going to go to my Unsplash. I selected this photo. I was actually going to originally do like a wedding thing, but like I don't have time. So we're going to go to the card. We're going to give it a background. By the way, in purple they're called properties, and then whatever is in orange or yellow is a value. So I'm going to give it a URL, and in quotations I'm going to paste the link. And to position it nicely, we're going to do background size cover. And background, position, let's say bottom, because we want her dress to be seen. Alright, that's beautiful. Okay, let me save that, reload. Alright, and so let's give it an actual height of maybe 470 pixels, so we could see something like that. And then I want the container now to be the minimum height of the content so that it goes all the way up. So now we can see the difference. The container's line is going to go all the way up right there. And then I want to basically have that in the middle of my page. So I'm going to go to the body, which is where everything is, and I'm going to give that a display of flex. So this is using Flexbox, and we're going to use justify content center. And we're going to do align items center. And then I should give the container a width of, let's say 100 WH. Or not. Is it the cards I need a width? No, yes, maybe so. What's wrong with this thing? This hasn't happened before. Display flex, justify content, align items center, border, height, min height, and then the card can have, let's say, 200 pixels. Alright then. Right, because it wouldn't make sense to have each card be 100 with, oh, okay, let's not do that. Alright, something like that, and then align items center, and then we'll give the container a margin of 20 pixels, and then we'll give it a padding of 50, maybe 20 pixels, and then let's see. Alright, so it's at the center of the screen, and then what I'll do is I'm going to take oh, I already know them. Hold on. So the container, I'll give it a background of hashtag I don't know if that's the one. No, that's for the body. So let me change this to this one over here. This one is D3. Wait, no, it's the other way around. I'm so confused. I had it right. Okay. So this one goes here. This one goes here. Let's look at the difference. Okay, good. Alright, and then actually no, which way is it? I forgot. No, yeah, I think it's this way. Then I'm going to give each card a border radius so that we can have some roundiness. Is that even a word? I'll give it 10 pixels. Okay, and then we can see that. And I'm going to remove the border because we don't need it. I just wanted to have that so we can actually see what I'm doing. And then also I'll do, when I hover over the card, I want the card to move relative to the card itself to move -2 pixels from the top. So now when I hover over, you can see it's slightly moving to the top. And again, I always do this just to show the effect that it has. If you do -20 pixels, you can see how I go to -20 pixels to the top, or 20 pixels from the top. But I'm going to do -2, something like that. All right, and then I'm going to also remove the border from the container. Save that so it looks something like that. It's pretty nice. And then maybe change the margin to 50 instead of 20 so it looks more at the center. And that's it. I think that's what we want happening here. Only thing is we need to make it responsive, so I'm gonna go all the way down, do media max width 800 pixels, 800, and then set the container to have 2 columns instead of 3. So we can do repeat 2 times 1FR, or just literally just write 2 times 1FR. Okay, so maybe not 800 pixels. Did I write this wrong? Is it supposed to be 800 pixels? Oh no, it is working. But hold on. Oh, it is working. I just need it to be lower. Hold on. So how about 1,000 pixels, and then when it is 800 pixels, I need it to be when the width of the screen is 800 pixels, then have only 1 column. There we go. So let's reload, and now you can see. Beautiful. Let's also make maybe we can make the container have a border radius also of maybe 5 pixels. Did I say 10 for the card? What did I say for the card? Border 10 pixels, okay. And then reload, and then you'll see. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, that's it for today. Bye!